Hello? Hello. This today is a happy video. Regardless of what you're hearing around, for me, this is a happy video. Very happy video. No more of this. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. No more of Spider Iron Boy. No more. Even though I think Tom Holland is excellent, I am fed up of them doing the Spider Iron Boy story. I really am. I like Far From Home. Not so strung out on Homecoming, but it did have its moments. It was, and the Vulture once again was excellent. Mike Keaton, excellent. A lot of people are moaning about what's going on. A lot of people are saying Sony should have signed this deal. The deal was basically give us 50% of the box office. So with the merchandise and all that going to Disney or Marvel, whoever has got that, which would probably be Disney, that's not good enough. They want 50%, thinking they can't do it for themselves. Now, after seeing this Venom, I've always wanted them to carry it on because I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. It made a lot of money because a lot of people went to watch it because it got a good feedback and it did well. I can't wait for Venom 2. Wouldn't it be great if Spider-Man could somehow fit into all this? Easily done. All they got to do is just send him off to San Francisco. They're not allowed to use any of the people from Homecoming or Far From Home. Good. Good. Thank God. It's over. It's over. 5 films he's been in already. Already. That's as many as the Hulk's been in. I found Bruce Banner, the Hulk, by far more interesting character when it comes to these films. Definitely. Spider-Man, the web fluid version of Spider-Man's never been one of my most great things to talk about. I hate that version. You're Spider-Man. Can't you just have web already? No, web fluid. I wouldn't mind that, but they make Tom Holland's Peter Parker out like a complete and utter fool. He's a scientist, isn't he? He's brainy. He can make web fluid. No. He's just a boy. He's got all this to do. Now he's got to do this, and now he's living in the shadow of Tony Stark. He's got to rise out of that shadow, become the new leader of the Avengers. What the hell are they talking about? Like, come on, get off this. Get back to being Peter Parker, please. And over in Sony, you can see that was the plan all along, because 5-film deal. I put a video out not too long ago of them saying about Spider-Man could be out of the MCU. For 6 months, Sony have been ignoring it, apparently. I hear these things back. Now, you got a lot of people butthurt saying Spider-Man should be in it, Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. Why? This isn't even a good version of Spider-Man. Like, the Tobey Maguire versions, loved them. Absolutely loved them. Not the third one so much, but, there you go. Andrew Garfield's version. I thought Andrew Garfield was good as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, but I wasn't really into the films. I'll be totally honest. They didn't really do it for me. And then you got Homecoming. You know what I mean? There's, would say the first one of the 3 of the films out of the 3 people that have been playing Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Sony could well do Into the Spider-Verse a live amateur, live film of this with the 3 different people playing it: Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, all playing Peter Parker in the same film. You will not get that if Disney get their own way. All you're going to get is the same sort of stuff that the X-Men were trying to give us not so long ago. Mystique. You know that scene in X-Men Apocalypse where Beast turns around and says, "They really respect you." Basically, trying to say, well, you're the new leader of the X-Men. Well, it won't go down well if the future and how they're pushing it, because people don't like Captain Marvel, even though the film made over $1 billion. People won't like it if Spider-Man turns into a future leader of the Avengers. What else could they be pushing for with what went on in Far From Home? I'm not going to really try to give it out, but like much out on Far From Home. I've seen it. I enjoyed it. And there was some parts in it though I just don't get. And this whole Marvel zombie stuff is just not for me. So, but I like the fact there's variety out there. We've had Tom Holland in 5 5 annotations in the MCU. And the way they ended it, they thought they were trapping Sony into a corner. It's the perfect sign-off point. Why can't you just web him over to San Francisco? I need to get out of there for a while. And not refer to it at all, but you're still Peter Parker, Tom Holland playing it. Put him over there. Oh, here's Tom Hardy. Here's Venom. Oh, look, here's Carnage. Do something. He's drafted him to do 2 more films with the MCU. That's a lie. Straight up lie. He was dealt in with 5 films, but he signed a 7-movie contract, meaning this was always the plan. Go back, watch those videos of when Spiderman first came over from Sony to work with them in the MCU. You heard Amy Pascal actually say it. They're going to do and work within the MCU, and then after the 5 films, they're going to go off and do his own thing. Yes, this sounds good, but because it's Sony making it, track records of films aren't the greatest, so Disney have got to do it all the time. Now, people moaned because there was no blood in Venom. They actually moaned about it. There's no blood in Venom. So they moaned about it. Right? Okay. You can't please everyone. If he went and stayed in the MCU, some people would be happy, some people wouldn't be. Like me personally, I think that story's been told. Now he's came out of that as with the ending of Far From Home, which I don't really want to give away. It's a perfect time for him to go off and do a film within there. But what will happen? Who knows? That's just my take, but I couldn't be happier. It could happen. It could well happen. These 2 movies, these 2 actors playing those 2 people, something away from the MCU. Please, I beg of you, Tom Hardy meets Tom Holland. That won't happen in Disney. Now, I know they were saying about taking it over and then working with him, with basically trying to take over Sony's stuff and try to tell them what's right and wrong. But Into the Spider-Verse, they're great. Bottom line, they're going to have a crack at them themselves. Venom, they're great. They're going to do it themselves. This should be no news whatsoever. But somehow the story broke. You know, She-Hulk, the series is happening now. Moon Knight is happening. We'll see. Watch this space. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. Tomorrow they could come out and say, oh, they've struck a new deal. But I think 50-50 taking, it's just Disney being far too greedy. Anyway, thanks for listening to this. See you again. Bye bye.